A market is what best describes the crowding during the first sitting of the 12th Parliament in the parliamentary chambers. The aisles and any spaces were occupied, leaving the rest to sit in the corridors and the strangers' gallery. It was a shocking sight for those unfamiliar with Parliament.
It was my first time in the chambers, and we got a rude awakening. But luckily enough, for us, we are independent, but they told us to share with the side of opposition. So it was very interesting that opposition members of Parliament kept teasing us to leave their seats.
I managed to get a seat after 3 hours of standing, and that was after some people had exited. First of all, it was ugly. Even the optics were not good for Parliament. To see that over 100 members of Parliament are standing, never mind that Parliament was not even 100% attendance. Some members were in the public gallery.
The 11th Parliament did not create new constituencies to blame for the overflow. The space inadequacy has been a challenge since the 9th Parliament, and the overcrowding often surfaced during critical bills.
Two new members really want to, they want to do their work. They are still with a lot of morale and vibe. So that alone would make all members attend. Now that we are here for orientation, everyone is here. It is easier for people to attend the House. 3, there are no committees sitting. There is no field work. Every member is around.
The parliamentary administration has anchored its hopes on resolving the space challenge in the new chambers. However, 2 speakers, Rebecca Altwala Kadaga and Anita Net Among, occupied and left the office without entering the building, even when buildings like the Judiciary Twin Towers and the new offices of the Ministry of Finance were started and completed years after construction of the parliamentary chambers had started. The new Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Maxons Oboth, committed to furnish the House with a report from the Clerk to Parliament on the construction of the new chambers, which could provide a clue on the challenges that have bedeviled the construction and whether it will be completed during his tenure.
Space is everybody's problem and concern, and I want to tell you there is hope that in these next 5 years we should have our chambers completed.
MPs are concerned that the congestion could easily lead to the spread of contagious diseases.
The second thing is the issue of Ebola. We were all crowded in there because when we were entering, we would have these soaps trying to put sanitizers it and there. I think the leadership of Parliament, the Speaker, should monitor with the National Task Force on Ebola and find out if the issue is escalating.
They suggest that parliamentary administration should establish a temporary solution amidst fears of the reported local transmission of Ebola virus disease.
At a time when there are incidents of an epidemic in the country, members almost carrying each other, it doesn't augur well. Maybe in future, for some of these sittings which are big, Parliament should consider accommodating them within precincts of Parliament, like in the parking, or even at Kololo, to avoid that kind of congestion. It doesn't look.
Meanwhile, MPs from across the political divide have hailed Oboth for having been balanced and fair during the Thursday session, in which the Vice Presidents Jessica Lupo and the Prime Minister Robina Nabanja were approved.
He has showed that he is ready, and he has already started on restoring the image of Parliament. He has shown us that he's going to be neutral because he gave both sides ample time to speak.
Secondly, he is very humorous as a person, the Speaker. He speaks very well. His sense of humor is top-notch. He doesn't belittle. He moves steadily and he guides us. It's just not humor anyhow. He guides and he has goodwill.
Did well. We really were happy with his sense of humor, his tolerance. I saw he gave members lots of time. He could tolerate members.
Jackson Onyango, NTV at Parliament.